Namaste. A warm good evening to one and all. First of all, I would like to express my wholehearted thanks and gratitude to MCS Medical Tourism, Ms. Lakshmi and Mr. Shiv Prasad for organizing this auspicious event and making this event a really fruitful, enriching and good experience. Thank you once again the entire MCS team for this great effort. So, without taking much time, I would just like to go into a glimpse of how Ayurveda, along with the integrated therapies, is highly beneficial in the rehabilitation sector. Okay, so first I would like to give an overview of Ayurveda, which you all know is a science from the Indian wisdom, is dated 5000 years back, and it lays on the Tridosha principles and the Panchabhuta Siddhanta, which all governs the microcosmic world and the macrocosmic world. So, it teaches us how to live a healthy life in harmony with the nature according to the seasons, climate, habitat, etc. Okay? And when we come about Ayurveda, it believes in the principle prevention is better than cure. But definitely, it teaches us how to lead a healthy life, and hand in hand, it also cures the disease right from the roots through the Panchakarma treatment procedures. Okay? So, this is in detail or in very brief about Ayurveda. And then I would like to, next slide, about the scope of why rehab. Okay? So, when all of us in any of our life period, maybe in the younger stage or the middle stage or in the old age, we may come across different challenges, isn't it? Maybe physical challenge or emotional challenges. So, in all these areas, maybe we may try different medical science, medical systems, but we need actually rehabilitation programs to improve our quality of life and be more productive. And at this moment also, I would like to thanks to the assistive technology, the JAWS and the rehabilitation wing of the differently abled who had given me all the support to be in front of you after my disablement. And that's why the organization Jeevaniyam stands for the differently abled in an integrated approach through the great science Ayurveda and the modern medical practices, cutting edge technology and the integrated therapies. Okay? So, when it comes to rehab, the areas focused are child care, neuro care, ortho care, mind care, and also the family care. So, child care means the neurodevelopmental disorders, mainly the birth anomalies, the congenital anomalies, genetic disorders, autism, cerebral palsy, ADHD, etc., which is increasing alarmingly around the globe. Okay, and then it comes to the neurological conditions which may come across in the middle stage or the later stages of the life, like stroke, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or any traumatic brain injury after accidents, or any orthopedic conditions where knee replacements occurs or hip replacements, joint disorders, all these cases. Okay, and after a pandemic, we all have survived and we have all faced lots of psychological problems and we have overcome. But there is a large population around the globe which still is undergoing lots of anxiety, depression, and various other psychological disorders. So, here at Jeevaniyam, with the blend of goodness of Ayurveda, the Ayurveda psychotherapy, modern psychotherapy, yoga, Ayurveda, etc., we address the mind care or the psychological disorders. And definitely, we should have a family care program also, because the parents and the caregivers of the children with special needs and also the adults who are having neurological disorders should be mentored continuously, and their physical challenges and emotional challenges also has to be addressed, and Jeevaniyam gives utmost priority to this area. Okay, so now how Ayurveda plays its pivotal role in rehab. So here I would like to introduce a beautiful concept, ama, which is nothing but the undigested food materials which circulates at the various levels. And while treating any disease, our aim should be to eliminate the ama, whether it be at the GIT or at the cellular level. Okay, so this is called as the detoxification procedures, all these things which we are trying to address through the gut therapy protocols. And we know the researchers, the modern scientific world is behind the gut brain axis and the role of the gut microbiota and all these things. And based upon these principles, we address the ortho, neuro and the pediatric cases and help them with the integrated therapies to improve their skills and become part of the inclusive world. Okay, and then the management strategies. As told, we treat first at the GIT level, correcting the issues at the intestinal level, with whether it be a diarrhea, constipation, vomiting, whatever is associated, irritable bowel syndromes and the inflammations, all these things we correct at the first level. Then where the various toxins, metabolic waste which are circulating in the blood, which are known as the endogenous toxins and the exogenous toxins, are corrected. And then we have to work on the brain pathogenesis. And here how the rehab along with Ayurveda is working is the most beautiful function of a brain, the neuronal plasticity, isn't it? The brain has a capacity that the functional capacity, the adjacent neurons take the capacity when some neurons are not working. So this is how the neurodevelopmental techniques along with Ayurveda and the integrated therapies work, and we help the individual to be part or improve their quality of life. Okay, so at these three levels we have to work. So usually when we have a neurological problem, we are very familiar with certain Ayurveda drugs like Brahmi, Ashwagandha, etc. And we try to take these medicines. But instead, we have to correct at the GIT level, then at the cellular level, and then finally at the brain level. And here is the various Ayurveda treatments like Shirodhara, Abhyanka, all works. Okay, and then with these treatments and all these things, definitely the lifestyle management, or what I have to want to tell you is to become a part of this productive quality, improve the quality of your life, the 6 timely protocols has to be maintained. That is, wake up, having your brushing, toileting, food, daily activities and sleep. If these 6 activities are maintained in a timely manner, definitely there will be lots of changes at the subtle level, improving your biological rhythm. Okay, so this is how Ayurveda works. And then we have to follow the diet also. And when it comes to diet, you may wonder whether it's because I'm taking some Ayurveda medicines, you have to follow the diet. It's not exactly like that. Diet is to be followed in various conditions. For example, we know that if you are suffering from diabetes, you should not have sugar, isn't it? If you have some inflammatory bowel disorder, casein free or dairy products and wheat products has to be eliminated. So it's not just because you're having a treatment, you have to follow the diet. It should be part of your life, your regime, so that, and the diet should be customized based upon your constitution, and not what I'm eating may not be suitable for you. It depends upon your culture, your habitat, your constitution, and then the diet should be always in a pure form. You should eat, you should know what to eat, when to eat, why to eat and how. Okay, there's nothing that this food is not good, this is bad, this is good. You can have, it depends upon the conditions. Okay, so you can, that is all about the diet. And when you're following the and hand in hand, yoga, meditation, exercise, all these are part of the lifestyle management protocols or dinacharya, which has been told in the Ayurveda class 6. So how we are benefiting if you're following the Ayurveda principles of life is, your biological rhythm is tuned according to in rhythm with the circadian rhythm. Okay, are you familiar with the circadian rhythm? the 24-hour clock which governs the day and night. So we all have a biological clock at the cellular level which controls each function, the physiological function, the glandular function, digestion, etc., and all governed by a master clock in the brain in the suprachiasmatic nucleus. So when you're living a life in harmony with the nature, so we know all the creations, the birds, the animals, they wake up when the sun rises and they finish the day when the sun set. But it's us, we do not follow the rhythm, or we try to break the rhythm of the nature. So try to follow a life in accordance with the nature's rhythm so that you have more quality of life, more productive day and things like that. Okay, so this is in very short. I've rushed through the PPT because of you've been all tired with the entire day sharing your valuable experience, enriching us, and looking forward to collaborate to promote or to create more awareness on Ayurveda globally, and more doing research works and doing more works with your country, with our nation also. So next, before concluding, I would like to say why Ayurveda is the best complementary and alternative medicine. As we know, each country has their own traditional medicine, isn't it? And you are all familiar with the Chinese medicine, Indian medicine, Ayurveda, all these things. But why Ayurveda is the best, I'm telling, it's not just because it's from my country, but it's the truth. Because we know the universe is non-linear. What do you mean by non-linear? We know what happens in the universe, it cannot be equated as we do a simple mathematical calculation, 1 plus 2 equal to 3. You cannot predict something in the universe, isn't it? Similar is the human body. You cannot predict this happened because of this or that. Each individual is unique, and what is happening cannot also be predicted as a mathematical calculation. And similarly is Ayurveda. It's a non-linear science. And so the human body, which is heterogeneous in condition, has to be addressed by a non-linear science, and that is Ayurveda, the Indian wisdom. Okay, with these words, I would like to conclude my presentation with last telling once more about how Jeevaniyam plays its pivotal role in integrated Ayurveda rehabilitation. That is, we have all the departments in hand with Ayurveda, like psychology, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, sensory integration, the music therapy, hydrotherapy, all professionals and expertise and facilities to bring you to the corporate productive world, make you part of an inclusive world, whether it be your little one, your precious child, or your grandparent, or your beloved partner. Whoever be, Jeevaniyam provides you the correct solution in a scientific structured manner. Thank you for listening and spending time after the long day. Thank you once again, and my wholehearted thanks to MCS and the entire organization team for giving me this opportunity to share my humble knowledge in the limited time. Thank you all.
മനസ്സിനും തനുവിനും ജീവനീയം, നിലവിലും ഉയിരിലും ജീവനീയം.